Hello, don't mind the background noise. Hopefully Tiff, and not hopefully, I know Tiff's going to come. So, yeah. I'm just need like this. There we go. I know I sent it. Sorry, I was watching something on my phone. Um, yeah. Let's see. What's the temperature? Bird made my 2 season cold. It's going to be cold here. Um, I don't like that.
Hey, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good. I'm sorry, I had to go pee, and then it just.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not you. Don't mind my background closet.
I don't. You know what? Really, I don't always pay attention to what people have going on in the background.
Yeah. I've been folding laundry since we last chatted this afternoon. And that lovely chat. That was actually a good chat this afternoon.
It was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's check it in. Oh,
Yeah.
I was
I,
on.
actually,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I actually slept solid last night.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't so puffy and. Oh,
I know. I was like so swollen yesterday. I still am like a little bit puffy, but like I was just like so swollen for a couple days. I could tell that my tongue was swollen. It still is a little bit. Like I can tell.
yeah.
Like it just doesn't lay the same on my teeth. I'm like,
Yeah.
but yeah, you feel that stuff. Like your body shows it.
Oh, God. Tell me about it. I'm like, I don't want to play nice.
I know. I'm like, the sleep is great, but then also the waking up from it and feeling like,
Yeah.
you've been in a coffin for 50 years.
Yeah. It. I always find it nice that it's like you go to sleep, you're like, huh?
Yeah, I know.
What
I
day is it?
I know. Those are like
Yeah.
when you fall asleep and like you don't know where you are. You're late
Yeah.
for school,
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff. Who am I? What year is it? I'm late for school. I gotta go to
I'm
work.
like, for what? I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Yeah, yeah. It's like not a clue what's going on. Not a
Yeah.
clue.
Yeah. Since we last spoke, I actually took a comb to my hair and said, Die, Medusa, die.
There. I know. This is,
Yeah.
are we
I
live? We're
was,
live. Are we live?
yeah,
Oh, we're live. Live.
yeah. Oh, after this little, yeah,
Oh, we're live. Live.
yeah.
Okay.
Say, echo, 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 I forgot, echo. No, not me.
Is it
I thought
me?
it was me echoing because I have YouTube in the background.
Oh, okay.
So if there's something I can't catch, because it's a few seconds delay between YouTube and StreamYard.
Yeah. Okay. Here's your audience. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay now. Okay. Well, we'll see what's going on. I was just watching. There was a lot of like different SPTV channels on today. Did you watch anything? I didn't really watch anything.
I cut little snippets here and there.
Yeah.
And as you know, I'm a mod on Aaron's channel,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a Aaron mod squad. Okay, Whitney.
Good night, sweetie. Have a good night. I know I gave up on that show too.
Yeah.
A good night, honey. Have a good night, Whitney.
Yeah. And
Actually almost texted Whitney earlier from we were in a chat together, and I'm just like, I'm not even. I'm just like, I'm not even.
not even coherent enough.
I'm just not even gonna give it enough energy, I guess. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I just get
And
frustrated with things, and I know other people would get frustrated with things, and
yeah, I did drop by Denver Steve-O's
yeah,
channel earlier. By the time I got there, I guess he was live for like 2 hours and 2 hours and something.
just left there, and he's been going. Like I was on, then I took my nap, and I came back, and he was still on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's still going.
Yeah, and I guess she's seen Bo Beats there, and
I heard her comment. I saw her comment, and you know what? I mean, I don't.
you know what's going on there, right?
Yeah, I do, and I liked his answer. So, like,
I'm going to watch the replay
yeah, he
because
doesn't really want to talk about it either, right?
yeah, I'll
And he knew a little bit
play
more. Yeah,
because
he knew a little bit more about it, or had something to say to her about it, which is great. Fine.
right,
He was talking about spy files regarding that situation, which I don't really want to talk about, but that's more, I don't even know that much. You know what I mean? So it's like at least he had something to say that was constructive, great. But I don't know that. And, if you take those things too personally, if you can't be understanding that, we can't talk about it. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. That's the more responsible thing, in my opinion, to say than like to talk about shit.
yeah,
I'd
and
rather be
I want
like,
to get his perspective. I want you know me. I like to get my
yeah,
know my sources down.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Do
Like
I what?
I like to get my information and make sure I get my information straight. I never take information just from one source ever.
Same here.
It's got to be a plethora of things that add up to me
Yeah.
to a verdict or not that I would be willing to even talk about.
Yeah. At least we agree on that one. Don't see you, Tony. I don't know. So I don't know how reliable he is as a source.
Well, I'm gonna say this, like things that he has said and things that he has brought to light are not necessarily he's not lying. I think about a lot of things. Now, I think that he can be crass. I think that he can be ugly. I think that he can be over the top. And those things I think are just added additions to his show and the vibe of his show, right? But there have been things that have been proven that he talks about. I mean, he's uh, on his channel. So it's like uh, the whole thing with Goldie came out because
Oh, yeah.
he's figured it out. So it's not that he's full of shit.
I
I
get
mean,
that.
I give credit where credit is due, right? Like, it's not that he's full of shit about what he says, and even his co-host, Rotting Jules, some of the things that she deep dives are really pretty amazing, and they're really like dark old deep dives. I mean, kind of like creepy shit that I'm into. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and she's smart. Like, it's not we're not dealing with stupid people.
I
It's
get
just
that.
sometimes the delivery,
Yeah.
the crassness and the ugly addedness and the shock factor.
A shock thing.
Yep, and that's where I think, he's loud. His show is loud. His horn. But the things he say are not always lies.
Yeah. I'm one of those I have to check him out, and I haven't really given the mental state most some of me I've been in. I have to. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to listen to what people have to
Oh
say,
yeah.
but I don't have to wait until after Christmas, after New Year's to actually pay attention.
Well, it might not be a bad idea to like take a little bit of mental health time away, especially right now when like things are all flippity flop and
And they're
these
all over the place.
right, like pick this side, pick that side, do this, do that. Like it's just a bunch of bullshit, and it really like I'm getting a little tired of it.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
starting to think
been.
it's a grifter thing, like let's keep
Yeah,
just talking about it.
I've
Like
been.
it's grifting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, been kind of staying away from the SPTV community. Not the lack of interest. It's more time out.
Yeah. Well, and I was telling you how it's been a few months now since I was telling you, I'm kind of unsubscribing a little bit. Like I'm backing up a little bit, you know. And I have been. I really have been. I'm not trying to catch what he said, she said, she said, he said, they said, this said, that said, there are I do show up when I can where I want to. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah,
trying to get all of the I try to have enough details so that I know what I'm talking about, but I also don't need to know everybody's opinion.
yeah. I'm not looking for an opinion piece. I'm looking for facts.
Yeah, yeah. And that's
That's
not going to change how I feel about anything. Like anybody else's opinion or channel or this or that isn't going to change how I feel about anything that I do or other people.
yeah. Sorry, Football. You need a little blanket on you.
Cold.
Yeah,
My
it's
one
like 39 degrees here, so
I know. My one dog has a sweatshirt on.
yeah, my cat kind of has that seriously pointy. Who is pointed up like seriously? You just did that.
She needs a sweater.
Yeah,
I think she would love a sweater.
yeah. I actually kicked the heat on last night. That's how cold it was.
Yeah. Which mine's been on for a little bit. Although I'm trying to use like we got a new little fireplace for the living room, so I was like kind of trying to use that for a little bit to like buy a little time with the furnace. But
Yeah, everybody gets to see me get up. Oh God. Yeah. Oh.
not it.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's my messy room. That was it. I'm not
Wow.
going. I'm not in the headspace to do a lot of cleaning right now.
Oh, that's all right. We were talking about making our beds earlier, like who does or doesn't make their bed.
I don't make my bed.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how many people don't make their bed. And I was saying, like, actually, I'll make my bed more right before I go to get back in it. Like, I'll set up my pillows and my blankets and
Yeah.
stuff so it's
Yeah.
ready for me to get in.
Yeah. I figured since I'm going to be sitting in the living room, I don't need my TV on. I don't
Yeah,
want CBS coming after me.
that's the thing. That's you never know.
Yeah. At least I have to get to say I don't want CBS coming after me
Yeah,
because
right. Well,
because it's like why?
that's the thing in the YouTube algorithm. It just picks up the whatever and it dings you any regardless.
Hmm.
It picks up the noise.
Yeah, and I know it picked up the noise from the TV in my room because literally that's all that's in between
Yeah.
is a wall.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know. That's how it is for me.
So it's
Like,
like that's part of the reason why I came out here is so I could turn off the TV. That and have a cigarette.
yeah. Do you not smoke in your room?
No.
I don't. I only really mostly smoke in here. And for many years, I didn't smoke in the house at all.
Hmm.
I really didn't smoke in the house until my kids moved out and I made this my office. And it got cold in the winter.
Oh yeah. It's so damn cold here. It's not even a joke. Like it's like put this shirt, my toesies on, guys.
Did you guys have any snow?
Not yet, but it
That's
feels like it could send somebody's nods up to into the stomach. That's
I'm
how cold it
sure. Yeah,
is.
yeah. I'm
And I'm
sure.
not trying to make fun of guys, okay? I'm saying it's that cold.
It's a reaction. If they would hide if I had them. I hope they would hide.
So would I. Shit.
Right? Go hide. Don't be a part of this weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Granted,
was like rainy, slushy today here.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. And
mhm. I know people north of me got snow
yeah. Yeah,
one
I have my
coming.
dad's computer, as you know,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting in front of it. But the thing is that it doesn't pick up sound.
Oh yeah, around you.
Yeah. And you can't hear me. I'll be like miming everything or writing down everything.
Yeah.
You can see my extra sketch. Here you guys go.
Tell me what this is. Tell me what this is. Hey. Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, there you go. Big
Hey.
heads.
I know. Whoa, a lot of ice.
There we go.
Whoa, a lot of ice.
Yeah, yeah, I I set up StreamYard for. I know I set up StreamYard for a live on Christmas because one, it's like might as well did Thanksgiving, might as well tackle Christmas.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. And that's what I said on my Friday live that I did after Thanksgiving. It's like Christmas is coming up. So we'll, make a plan for it again for Christmas. Or yeah, for
Yeah,
Christmas. So yeah. And we don't have to do it so we can do different time or whatever. And we may have more people want to join this time too. So that would be cool.
yeah. I set mine up for 8 a.m. because honestly, I don't think I'll have the energy for the.
I know I won't this time because my kids are all coming. Like I'm having it at my house this time,
Yeah,
which is more energy, a
yeah,
lot more energy. So like I won't have the energy to do it like 24 hours, but I could do. And then like on Christmas Day, we don't do anything because we've already done it all Christmas Eve.
yeah.
So
And
yeah.
if even if I do a 5 hour live stream,
Mm,
I leave the, I'll leave it open. I would love to see Tomas again. I would love to see Simon again.
yeah.
I would love to see all of them again.
Yeah, that'd be great, and hopefully they will. They'll come again. I think so. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't want to. And we could set up a game for that day.
Yeah,
We can set up some other things too.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm also friends with Reese on Facebook. I'm
Yeah,
not just too much. I'm also a friend with her on Facebook.
good.
So
Yeah.
I know she has her own thing going on, and I don't want to interrupt her family plans. And I
Yeah.
know she got hell of subscribers.
Yeah, I
Good
know.
for her.
Yeah, I'm glad. Mm,
And I'm not going to dog her. She's one of those people. Yeah, she has. She's very smart for what she's doing, and I like the fact that she keeps it honest.
Oh yeah, that's something I've liked about her from the beginning.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to sit here and dog somebody I actually like.
Yeah, no, 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 no.
And honestly, it's like, okay, yeah, her, I can understand where she's coming from.
Did you watch her in Sterling tonight?
I caught part of it.
Did you?
Yeah, like I said, been kind of jumping around a little bit with it, going to various lives, not staying too long on each channel.
Yeah.
I really don't have the mental energy for all of it, so
Yeah, well, that's all right.
it's like, okay, who's live? All right, I'll go visit them for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, next channel. Oh, okay. And
That's
I
a,
seen
yeah.
also seen Chad was live, so with Poe on the go, and I watched a little bit of that, and
I watched his although I missed it, but I watched it. He did like a little thing this morning.
yeah,
I saw Chaz for a second. And so I rewatched that.
yeah,
But like really I haven't I don't think I've caught much live today. And then Denver Stevo was on. I was on there for a little bit. Then I had dinner, and man, was I out. Like right after I ate, I was
Yeah.
just goner. And then I woke up and he was still on. He's going like 6 hours, I think, or something like that. I mean, he's
Yeah.
been going for a while.
I mean, I would say I can't imagine how he does it, but I actually know how one person can do
We've
it.
done it multiple times.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah. We've
Let's do
done-
this without crashing and burning. That's another thing.
Yeah. But you know what? We really did good. And I think that that's kind of expected for a 24-hour live. And it's also kind of the thing. I don't know. I think it was kind of the thing that made it fun. Like get your blankies and pillows. Oh, we're tapping out for a view or whatever. Like nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared. It was nice.
Yeah, I liked it because I was like, I said, okay, I'm gonna go lay down for a while. I put a baby vaccine banner on, and
Yeah.
you know what happened?
Yeah,
I
I
came back
know.
home.
Like just put a be back soon, put a little music on. Okay. I'll be,
I didn't
like
put any music on. I
I
just left
know,
the
but I mean, not you
background
don't
ambient.
even need to, but
Yeah, I did background ambient noise.
yeah, yep,
The hell if I know what people saw in my background. God, I wasn't even paying attention to it.
yeah. It doesn't matter. That's kind of the fun thing. Is like,
Yeah,
well, we're here, we're sleeping, but we're still here. But it
yeah.
leaves the chat open. It leaves the chat open,
Yeah, I
and that's
said, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back.
yeah,
We'll be back. And I left it so generic. Be back soon. I didn't say who.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cute. Didn't say who. Somebody, somebody
Somebody
will
will be back. I still got the bounty.
show up. Yeah, that was during the time like when I was traveling and going back because my mom lives like it's about an hour
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah,
So
this is
like
the one I used to be back soon.
cute. And then you were yeah, I love it. That's cute.
Because
And
honestly,
you were like resting in the background. I love it.
no, I literally moved from one where I was to one I
Oh,
pulled out
okay.
couch
Yeah.
that my cat the picture of my cat was taken on. Well, she's like
Mhm.
that I posted to my community tab.
Yes. That's cute.
Well, she and I put the poor cat's all pooped out
But
and a sleeping cat.
it was you. It's really you.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. It's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. It was good. It
Yeah,
was fun, and hopefully we'll have a good turnout for Christmas. I know people will be more busy on Christmas because everybody celebrates Christmas. But
yeah,
also, like I said, I won't be busy at all that day. Like I don't think I have to go anywhere
yeah,
unless something changes.
yeah. And I figure, I'll kick it up early enough. But I'm gonna check my calendar real quick because I can't remember if I work after or not. I might, but I might. Let me check. I work the day after Christmas, but the day before I'm off.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going away for my birthday weekend.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, which isn't just in 2 weeks. I can't believe this year has gone so fast.
I know.
It just flown by. Like I can't believe it's almost December.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um.
They say like as you get older, the time goes faster.
Yeah, I noticed that since
Mm,
2012. Literally, like shortly after my 30th birthday, it's like, what the hell? What the hell's the time going?
yeah,
I'm like, come on, people, stop talking to me. Where the hell's the time going?
I know. Where did it go?
Yeah.
Where did it go? And can we slow it down a little?
Can we just slow it down to like
Okay,
half?
there we go.
Yeah. The one thing though is me sitting at my dad's computer is I keep wanting to mess with the mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, okay, the mouse is connected to my dad's computer, not my laptop.
Oh, so yeah, that's confusing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that. I have finally like am comfortable with all of my things. I'm comfortable with my mouse, my keyboard,
yeah.
my everything. I mean, I almost wish things were turned a little bit, and that's something if I want to turn, I got to like turn the whole room or this corner, or I don't know, move or so I don't know. So I'm
Just
staying here.
for a few inches, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to wait until after the new year to do that.
I have had my desk in the same spot, my same type of setup. Now I've had different tapestries in the back. They've changed. Like I've had blue one, pinker one. I had one that was like
Yeah,
more Brazilian looking.
yeah,
Yeah, I did. So it's
yeah,
like I always think about moving or changing, but I'm like, everything is already perfectly set up here. And plus, my electricity is perfectly set up right here.
yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
that's
right,
the thing.
right now I'm sitting next to the fireplace and the fire's going, so my toesies are happy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, yeah. I might have a heating blanket, but it's in my room and I don't want to drag it out.
Yeah,
That's a pain in the ass to drag out. It's too big.
loves. Yeah, I love to sit next to the fireplace
Yeah,
and just feel the heat.
yeah,
That's
and yeah, and I know I'm not going to ever get stop being teased about certain things,
like what?
like what Simon said, and my jaw just like, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
what he said that did touch my feels. It hit me right in the feels. I'm not going to sit here and tell you otherwise. That hit me right in the feels. I'm like thinking in my head, where have you been my whole life? I'll marry you.
That's cute. Well,
Yeah,
it's good one thing that I love about everything that I do, and like
yeah,
I've never been looking for love, right? Like in here because I have love, I have a partner, so I've
yeah.
never.
Honestly, like I said, that just hit me right,
That's the
right
thing.
in the feels.
Love is like seeing all of these people, and he is one of them. Tomas is another one. The guys, I just love the guys in my community, in our community. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're just such sweet, gentle, real dudes.
he all have such sweet, gentle souls.
Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I like it.
Yeah, and that's why I said what he said hit me right in the feels.
Yeah, yeah. And I see why too.
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm never going to live that down because nor do I want to.
Right. That's the fun of it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's nice to get to know people, see people. Shell and her husband were playing with Izzy and Simon the day after they were playing Monopoly. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And what amazing people.
Oh God, yes.
Michelle,
And
she's so cute.
yeah, and what I said to Simon, and I'll stand by that statement. It's true. From what I've seen, he's an amazing dad.
Yeah, like I said, to me, and that's something I learned as a parent. It's easy to judge when you don't have kids. I taught preschool
Yeah,
and before I had kids, and it was easy for me to judge people, right?
yeah,
But then once you have kids, it's a totally different ball game.
yeah,
And the thing is all you've got to do is really try.
yeah,
Try. And he tries so hard. You can tell and you can see, you
yeah. And
know, I
I
think
see how
makes him good.
honestly I can see how much he loves Izzy. Anybody watching from the outside can see that.
Excuse me. Um, yes. And the other thing, that was uh I was accused of like picking sides when
Yeah.
it came to different things. And I pick the side that's appropriate at the moment.
Hmm.
Don't want to pick a side and don't put me in a position to pick a side.
Yeah. And I'm one of those. I try to stay out of that kind of hullabaloo. Gotta
Mhm.
pick a side. I'm not that person.
Well, no, I don't like to do that either, but being on YouTube, I think sometimes you don't have especially when you have to ban somebody from your chat, right?
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean,
a
I've
friend,
had to.
your
Yeah.
friend, and you talk to and you appreciate and you respect, but
Yeah.
their behavior,
Yeah. I've banned a few people in my comment sections that they made on a few of my comments, a few of my videos I've done on my own.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah, yeah,
And I found the comments highly inappropriate
yes,
and
but
sexual in the nature. And I'm like, no, I do. I flippantly told them off and said, wrong channel. If you want to do that, there's only one channel for that.
right. Well, no, it's not okay, but I also know that that's something that when I flip on go live on YouTube, that I'm
Yeah,
opening up myself to. Now, that doesn't mean I have to accept it or let it stay there or all of that shit. But
yeah,
also, I'm not going to be surprised by trolls and stupid people
yeah,
because it's just going to happen.
yeah,
It is not going to happen. I guarantee it 100%, right? Like, so I'm prepared for that.
yeah,
And I think that's something that's really important that before you go live on YouTube or any platform, before you put yourself out there, that
yeah,
you are aware that you're going to get all kinds of whatever, right? People are going to
yeah,
find you. They're going to search where you live. They're going to look you up. They're going to find your phone number. They're going to do all of those things. I know that already. You know what I mean? It's like I have nothing to fucking, I'm an open book as far as any of that goes.
yeah. Same
But
here.
that it's not going to happen is ridiculous. I already know of a couple of people that have Google Earth me, which
Yeah.
that's
Oh, I'm
that's
sure it
fine.
has
If you
happened.
felt you wanted to Google Earth me and see where I lived and that kind of thing, that's fine. You know,
Yeah. I've actually,
it's going to happen.
yeah, I don't have a problem with being Google Earth. I really don't.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
that's the thing. It's just that it's going to be so like when you do it, you've gotta just be prepared that people are gonna say stupid things about stupid things, right? They're gonna be inappropriate. They're gonna be unfortunately, it's just a being preparedness for some people to be who they are.
oh yeah, and I've used Google Translate,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and because I got something from Portuguese, and I went into Google Translate, and I'm not going to repeat what I read.
Right.
It was highly inappropriate
Oh sure. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
on videos that had nothing to do.
Right. Nothing to do with anything. That's the thing. It's an
Yeah,
inappropriate thing at an inappropriate time, and it's just going to happen. There's no rhyme reason. It's the way social media works. You're just gonna have stupidity. You're gonna have ugly things like that. You're gonna have
oh yeah,
random bullshit. You're gonna people say shit about you. Whatever the case may be, it's just going to happen.
yeah. And I've actually told people in the comment sections that said the inappropriate things. Go to OnlyFans if you want to do that. This is not what the channel's about.
Right.
If you want to
I
do
don't care.
that disgusting shit,
Go go away from here.
does Pornhub
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. That's kind of how I am. Like I don't care where you go. But
just
somebody
not?
asked somebody even asked me the other day, like they had flowers or something. They were growing flowers. They had come in my DMs and they're like, "Do you want to see a picture of my flowers?" And I'm like, "No." Just like, "No, don't send me pictures.
It's like no, no.
Just don't. Just don't send me a picture of anything."
Yeah, I mean,
Don't do it.
if it was like from you or say Doreen, yeah, I would take a look at it.
Right, 100%, right? Yeah, that's different. But like
Yeah, or somebody else friend. I
rando and
yeah,
you're offering to send me a picture of anything, I have to deny it. Thank
yeah. It's like
you. Yeah,
no,
I know, right? But I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Don't send me a picture of your flowers, please.
yeah. I know it's like flowers. No,
Yeah, I know.
no.
It's like I don't know. It just felt weird. Like as soon as he was like, "Do you want to see some pictures of my flowers?" I was just like, "No, no,
Um, no,
not even flowers. Don't do it."
no flowers. I mean,
No,
if
it's funny how you get like that, isn't it? But
you get so jaded that you hear flowers and your brain goes glitchy on
yeah,
you.
I'm just like, you asked if I wanted a picture, and after that, it could have said anything. The answer is no.
No,
Do you
straight
want
up.
me to send you a picture? No, it doesn't. After that, I didn't read
No,
anything else. I just say,
it
"That's
just went.
okay."
Nope.
Yeah, I know. Which it's now the difference. There's the thing is like different people come in my DMs, right?
Yeah.
Like there's people really from the autoimmune illness community that like have questions or whatever, reach out or introduce themselves, whatever the case may be. And so it's like I always with anybody, I'm always like, "Hi, how are you? Like, what's
Right.
your intention? Like, let's hurry up and kind of get that out of the way because I don't have time to like pretend that like don't don't ask me my name, first of all. That's number 1. Don't ask me my name after you have sent me an instant message simply
Yep.
because you my name is actually at the top of the message, okay? So
Yeah.
that's number 1. Number 2, like on Facebook, it does say where I live, right? What
Hmm.
town I live, what state I live. So please don't fucking ask me where I live because it's
Yeah.
already on the thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just stupid stuff. Like, don't yeah. Like the other day I asked this guy, I was like, "Are you looking for a date?" And he said, "Yes." And I'm like, "You are no, you look in the wrong place, babe.
Yeah. It's like, no.
Leave it on." He's like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why?" He's like, "Curious." I'm like, "Yeah. No, 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 no." That
Yeah.
and that and it's the same thing every time, Joni,
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God.
with
It's
different
funny.
guys, right?
Yeah. It's like not even the same damn thing because it's like, same. It's the same damn thing every single time. It's like, dude, if I was wanting to look for a date, I got those dating apps for that.
Right, I know. Yeah, I
I
know.
could think of a few on top of my head.
And right, well, yeah, and then sometimes people get pushy, they'll say something, and then, like, they'll be like, talk to me." Like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm just available all of the time.
And it's
You're being pushed like, "Talk to me? Who the fuck are you?" I don't like that, like, don't as soon as you
yeah,
say, "Talk to me," and I don't know you, it's not an emergency.
yeah, and yeah, I'm the same way. I've gotten so many friend requests and follow requests on this is no joke on Instagram,
Yeah,
and one had asked, one had asked, no, I had one didn't ask me. I asked one guy, "Why are you on here? Why did you want to request to follow me?" He's like, "I want to get to know you," and blah blah blah. I said something snarky about, well, I'm not here for a dating profile. I'm not for a date and to make friends. I'm here because I want to keep in touch with my family, and not all of them have. I don't have phone numbers for all of them,
right.
and this is the best way for me to keep in contact with them.
Sure.
He's like, "Can we still talk?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, I don't know what you're trying and what you're on about." Hi, Erin.
"Hey, Aaron. How are you, honey?
Yeah,
Good to
how are
see you."
you? He's like, "Oh, come on." I'm like, "Nope." And I can't remember exactly what the context of the next one. I told him, "Look, I'm not interested in what you got to offer. I might be single, just working."
24 is
I'm,
that 4 on? Are you back to your 24 on?
yeah.
I love
And
athletics.
yeah, and I had gotten it had gone to the point where
"Hey, Jerry. No?
what was that?
Well, tell him to keep talking to it. Don't give up
Yeah,
hope, Jerry. Don't give up hope."
yeah. Hi, Jerry. And I turned around and said, "I'm not interested in what you have to offer."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, you don't have to be a genie about it. And I don't know what your trauma is." I'm like, "Yeah, that's something I won't ever discuss with you." Aaron's doing, yep, went in at 7 p.m. Won't got off until 7 p.m. 8.
Well, I hope we won't mention it, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay. Jokes about the crazy guy. The toaster won't talk to them. Well, hey, Jerry, you know, you
yeah.
you Maybe get a new toaster. I don't know.
Get a new
I'm just
toaster. Don't find
right.
somebody else.
Get a new toaster. This one's fucked up.
This toaster is not a Pop Tart.
This one doesn't like me. Our
This
personalities clash.
this toaster has a crazy person in it. There, I
This
said it.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
not
crazy.
talking. And I'm not talking about the just about mental illness. And I know that's a tasteless joke about having a crazy person in it.
Oh well, I don't think there's two different ways to I
Interpret.
I don't take crazy as crazy,
No.
like a personal attack. And
Yeah.
I have all kinds of crazy going on. So Jerry, maybe I'll get my own fucking toaster for Christmas and it'll talk to me. But I want it to be pink, maybe.
Hey, I want my toasty to be hot. Let's see.
Toaster. Oh my
I
gosh,
had
my
to
glasses. I
I had
can't.
someone cut the finger off while my wife while his wife called us.
No, he
No.
didn't. Why does he not know that they can still reattach the finger? I mean, was it reattachable? Oh, Aaron, you want to know a story? I got a story for you. There was a patient that had their finger cut off by lawnmower, right?
Mm.
And they came in without the finger, and they said, "Can anybody get the finger?" The finger was like still in the yard, and so the neighbor who had come in, the patient, said, "Yeah, that he would run and go get the finger." Aaron, he put the finger in Listerine while he was bringing it back.
Oh. Will it be minty fresh? I'm
It
sorry. I'm
deteriorated.
sorry.
It ate the tissue of the finger. It couldn't be reattached.
Yeah, I actually worked with a guy at while I worked in Utah. He had all 10 fingers. By the time he got quit, he had 9 fingers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And how he lost his finger and was okay. We my job had a lift gate on it.
Jerry.
Yeah, he had the truck had a lift gate on it. How it managed to take off the one finger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, in truth, it's not
I was
hard
like,
to lose these
hmm.
little. They like, they get caught and stuff and caught in the way and stuff.
Yeah,
What did Jerry say? The guy was New York City Son of Sam. Now, are you? I'm familiar with Son of Sam, very familiar because I'm like a little bit of a true crime serial killer nerd diver.
yeah.
Let's see. What did Aaron say? I
Let's see.
can't see Joey, and then
They said
I don't
hit
have
back
my
on
glasses.
if you went it tomorrow. No, it
It
wouldn't
would
be a
be no,
help.
right? Yes. People don't realize how quick their shit starts to heal. Like, if you need
Yeah,
stitches, go now. Don't wait because, you already start healing.
yeah.
That made me laugh. Jerry's comment kills 90% of germs on contact Listerine. It's not funny. I mean, I
It's funny, but it's like
so
that funny. You're laughing
hilarious.
because I laugh because it's so damn painful.
Right? Said Toaster made him do murders. Did he? Did he, Jerry? I'm not
Any?
surprised because he was crazy, and that was a scary time. Doreen and I were talking about that, for you guys that have caught us live with Doreen before, but I was asking her about because she lived in New York City in some of the worst times, right, in history, like in the 80s when AIDS was a huge epidemic and a
Oh yeah,
huge epidemic in New York City. Crack was a huge epidemic and a huge epidemic in New York City. And then I was asking her one day, I was like, "Do you remember when the son of Sam was around?"
yeah,
And she said yes, that they had to go, uh, they all had to go be together in groups and stuff.
yeah,
And so I thought that was interesting.
yeah. And get this. Speaking of serial killers, um, I had to correct a friend of mine because he swapping down that not Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy didn't make it to Utah. I'm like, yeah, he did, and I could prove it. And I
Yeah,
showed him
maybe
the
she did.
sources, and he's
Yeah,
like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, and he killed somebody in Utah too.
yeah, he did. That it's I mean, some of these guys, it's really kind of interesting. And is it the I-5 killer who is the California? I don't think they're the same person, but it might be the I-5 killer or the Golden State Killer. I might be confusing them, but
One of them.
he goes, he's kills people throughout his travels, right? Through
Right.
as he goes through the highway. But he
Yeah.
also stays with like other people, other friends, other like single women and doesn't kill them, kills some, but doesn't kill others. It's just really interesting, like what
Yeah.
makes you too, I don't know. Sorry guys,
Yeah.
my eyes are still sleepy.
Yeah. And honestly, Lee, this is my opinion. Some of these serial killers, I'm like thinking, okay, some of you got away, but some of you're so damn clumsy and leaving DNA evidence behind.
Well, now it's amazing what they can do to, with
Yeah.
this new,
God.
like secondary DNA thing. I can't think. I have MS, guys. My brain is not working, but how they got Brian Kohlberger, right? That trace DNA that they're
Yeah.
using to like use the familial DNA and things like that. I mean, like it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they can do, what they can find. It's like you can't get away with fucking shit
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who. I,
anymore.
I can't remember the exact guy's name, but he got caught like in like 2020 or 2019 or 2020. I think it might have been the Golden Gate. Hey, killer, and he was a cop, and he got caught. He operated in California, and he got caught. If I'm not mistaken, and please double check it, I think the last name was D'Angelo. Like I said, always say double check because I am remembering on top of my head. What
I
does it?
know that's the thing. Is like I try to remember things off the top of my head, and there's nothing in there. I had
I
a
don't,
call that she had alcohol poisoning, and she thinks someone hired two EMT strippers once. That was on. Well, probably. I mean, and people
Hi, Nick.
love you, Nick. And good to see you.
Yeah.
It's always good to see you.
What's this?
Um,
I knew a lady who was a germaphobe. She used mouthwash too much cost.
Mouth cancer, too much of a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people that, or I've seen people that drink mouthwash as their alcoholic beverage. I
Give
tell
me
no
a Corona.
stories. Am I lying?
Yeah, give me.
Like I need somebody that works in like the emergency field. That's like, no, that's true. That's true. There's so much freak accidents. They're not as freaky as you think. People do crazy things to get, what they think they need. So it's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, my God. It's.
That's
And,
a sad story though, Jerry, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Because like she thinks she's doing something good, right, for herself, and
Yeah.
it ended up causing problems. That's the thing. Sometimes I don't know. Like I'm not an all naturalist and all that kind of stuff. My sister is very much, she's very vegan. She uses all natural everything. That's wonderful. I support all that. I don't take the time to do that, and that's probably the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
Um,
That's that's how. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I know.
What's
That's
this?
what I say. What Aaron say.
I've seen that too. My first EMT job was in a dry village, and they drank anything.
See? Drinking mouthwash like it's a drink. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
Sad too, because like they're drinking like all the other shit that's in Listerine. That's not, it's a mouthwash. You rinse and spit out.
yeah.
You're not supposed to drink it.
Yeah.
The sanitizer. I should shut up because I probably give people ideas, but yeah.
No, this is like kind of a PSA thing too.
Yeah, that's
Don't
true.
use, don't drink mouthwash.
Don't
It
drink
gets
things that are not meant to be
to be
drank.
drank. Please.
Yeah,
My
that's
water
the truth of
is
it.
you could get away with. I'm talking about actual alcohol when I say
I know, like, go to the Dollar General, they have a little alcohol, don't they? And, like, it's not expensive, right? Like, don't they have alcohol? Like, don't
uh,
drink stuff that's not meant to be drank.
yes,
That's all
please,
I'm
people.
saying. You're gonna kill your whole gut and insides.
If you're going to kill yourself by drinking, please use the good shit. I'm not
Public
advocating.
service announcement. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not advocating you do that. Please don't take that as me advocating you do that.
Kids, make good choices and drink responsibly.
Please drink responsibly and do it. If you're going to go out and drink, please get a designated driver. If you're going to go out and get high, get a designated driver. Please use forethought. I do not want somebody to have a horrendous accident. I care about people a little too much because, yeah. And if you're alcoholic, tell us, or we'll have to be, or you'll have the biggest withdrawals. Yep.
That's something, and that is something that I do want to say. And since Aaron brought it up, I think it's a good time to point out when you do need emergency assistance from the medics, from the emergency room, you've got to be honest. Listen, they don't give a fuck. They're not going to judge you. They're there to help you and save your life. And the best way that they can do that is if you're fucking honest. If you've
Yep.
had The rule is like multiply by 3. I don't know if that's your rule, Aaron, but it's almost like if you say I've had 3 drinks, in my mind you've had 9, right? Because people are not honest when it comes to that. And so it's almost like you have to just assume people aren't being honest. But yeah, you do need to be honest, if you have something, because they will help you with that. Like
Yeah.
Aaron says, if you're an alcoholic, say so, because there's a mix and different things that they can give you that will help you not have such harsh withdrawal, right?
Yep.
And help renourish, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really important, you guys, to be honest. If you smoked something, if you tried something, if you've done too much of something, fucking just be honest, because at
And
this
tell
point
them.
in time, by the time you need help, it's time to be honest. And that's the truth.
All right. I'm gonna bring this up. I'm a 2x with women and times 3 with guys. Yeah. Did you read that?
Yep, because yeah, he doubles it with women and times 3 with men. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. If you really wanna help people in that field, like Aaron, right?
Yeah.
You've already got, and you're trying to truthfully help them.
Yeah.
You already can't believe them, which
Yeah.
is sad.
And
Yep.
this is what I'm. I didn't have. I'm having shots of what?
Kahlua. I like to put it in my coffee. I'm not an alcoholic, though, never was. If you or someone you know is struggling with alcohol, reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
Yes, and also on my community tab, there are links for, all kinds of help for different things. And obviously, if you need help with suicide in the United States and most countries, you can dial 988. The
Yeah.
988 line speaks multiple languages.
Please, I'm advocating for.
Yeah, don't suffer in silence. There's no need to.
If you
There's
have, please call that number. Please check in.
oh, it's the chocolatey one. I was looking at the pepperminty one for the holidays because I do get into that peppermint mocha kind of coffee thing. But I have had the mocha one before, Kahlua. It's like a chocolatey flavored, like, nice.
Yeah, I'm a strong advocate for mental health, as you know.
Yeah.
So, to,
Well, I think we both are, and, that's something that's close to home, right?
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be looking for a new therapist after the new year. You know what's going on with that.
Mhm, mhm.
Simply because, honestly, I did a live before everything happened. Before Thanksgiving, my schedule
Yeah,
changing.
right,
Still can't get a hold of my therapist to schedule a time. Tell him,
right.
tell a visit. Even doing something like this, I was honestly therapy saved my life big time this time.
Well, then you need to get back into it and
Yeah, and I
count
my job
them,
and my
call them constantly.
yeah I do have a social. I do have God mental health help through my work. I I know that kind of came out weird because and I got told by this by management and HR because they seen I was having a really rough day one day and they're like, they looked at me. They're like, "What song?" I'm like, I woke up. I told them, "Look, I woke up and I cried." I told them I don't know what song. I just want to cry.
Well, that's okay, and it's good. Yeah, a good therapist is a wonderful thing, and but you're right, it does have to be a good match on both sides, and that's the thing that does kind of suck about that because you're you want the help, right? You're ready to reach out to a therapist, which is wonderful. But then you go, and then sometimes it's a disappointment because it isn't a good fit. And sometimes people get discouraged by that and don't try again.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really important to try again and to find somebody that you do fit well with and you do feel comfortable with because it's so, so important. They give you so many tools and different things to help you. And I think, we've talked about that before. That, like, I know it's hard for you to get in right now and all that, but I think it will be great for you. And I think it will be a good thing for me to look into that I haven't done, really addressing grief with losing my dad.
Yeah.
Because even though I feel like I've been doing okay after losing my dad, and it's been longer than you that I've lost my dad, but for some reason it still feels like I'm not maybe letting myself feel it all of the way. I'm really positive about it, and the things that I say, we've talked about it, and we've talked about it online before, right?
Yeah.
Like my relationship with my dad and how I view him and talk to him and all that. And but I also feel like there's a part of me that is like too okay.
Yeah. Am I too okay with losing my dad? No.
No, it's not. No.
I'm still coming to the terms with it, and it's
Yeah.
been 7 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I
there's no
don't,
time limit.
I don't know. Yeah, it has. The grief has lessened. I'm not going to lie, it has lessened. But at the same time, I'm still very much processing my emotions.
Mhm.
I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. There are times when I get home, but I know he's not home. I know consciously subconsciously, I should say, he's not home, but consciously I think I gotta get home to my dad.
Right. Well, it's because it was such a habit, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
like programmed thinking, and it's hard to make that just instantly stop.
Yeah. I mean, there's days that go by, sometimes weeks, that I know I'm fine with it. I know he's not home. And then all of a sudden, I think, oh, my dad's home. I need to hurry up and get home. And I walk in and I think I'll be able to see him where I'm at now.
Right.
Or I wake up and I think he's still in bed and I would go to check on him and he's not there.
Right. And then it's like that whole little realization, disappointment.
Yeah,
Like,
and and I'm still in shock.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I think me too. I mean, I don't know. I don't It's so tough. It's a really tough one, Joni,
Yeah.
because, yeah,
I,
it's a
yeah, I lived with him. I took care of him. I was
right,
his caregiver.
right.
Yeah.
I
Erin,
also think, Aaron,
Don't. Sorry for dropping a link. If you don't like it, delete it. What link?
Yeah, we're like, we don't see it, honey.
We don't
Uh,
see it, sweetie.
yeah, I'm like looking. I kept looking for a link, and I'm looking over
Same here.
here, and like I don't see anything.
Same here, please. If there's any, if
Yeah,
if you want to help, please, by all means, help. That's part of what I
yeah, yeah,
I think both of us are all trying to do is build a community to help each other.
yeah.
Not just help ourselves, but help the comment section, the community in general.
Yes.
And if
So
it's, I
here,
need a if links could be of use, please use them.
share 'em, yeah.
So please, by all
And
means.
that's something that is nice, to have at our fingertips, right? Different things on through the internet. I mean, it's such an amazing tool
Yeah,
to
I
have.
mean, God,
Yeah.
20, 30 years ago, forget about. We
This
didn't
was
have this.
this was like Star Trek, Star.
Yeah,
I can't drag it really, so I spelled it out. Okay.
hold on.
Don't see that either.
Um, Erin, I hope you don't mind for what I just did. I made you. I know I got a bunch of mods. Tiff, I made you the managing mod
Oh,
on my
okay.
channel. But I
Okay.
also added him as a mod, so
I'm
if he
kicking
wants,
everybody out.
yeah, it was a toss up between you and Rizinu and Nick, who I wanted a managing mod because
Well, you can change it when who's around too, which is
yeah,
kind of nice. That's the thing too, which is kind of nice.
I
And
got rid of one mod, but that has a G in the beginning of the name because nobody's seen Hirobi. I dropped Goldie as mod, I should say, because I haven't seen Hirobi in a few months.
yeah. Well, and that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Um, Aaron, I'm sure you could. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Psychology Today.
So that's
Thank you, Erin.
put into the. And like on my community tab, that's a good one. Thanks, Aaron. Because like on my community tab, I do like on my page, I do have a bunch of different just resources, and I like to just have that for people and for me too to look at stuff. It's not like I know anything.
Yeah.
Psychology Today. I'm gonna check it out, Aaron, because
Yeah.
uh, I'm interested.
Yeah. Mm.
Today,
Yeah. I'm gonna add that to my community tab too.
yeah, find a therapist. My dog
Yeah.
is snorting and sounds like a grown man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do it.
Yeah.
Puppy, puppy, puppy.
I like what he put there. That is a great website to find a therapist, and a lot of them don't have a wait list. Yeah.
Let's put all of that in that book. I wish that when I commented, it would post on both page on your when I commented on in
Yeah.
stream. Does
Yeah.
it show?
I
Does it show up on your channel too? Does it?
no.
And I wish that it did. So I'm gonna go over. But I realized that over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm like that just shows up on my shiz.
Yeah.
There we go. It's a great website to become a therapist. Well, everybody has a flipping wait list right now. That is the truth. The urgent care, even you have to make an appointment around here. So,
Same here. I mean, I so okay. There's what the clinic I go to for my all my medical treatment.
yeah.
Urgent care.
Oops, sorry.
That's not me. The urgent care there at that one. There's a wait list, and I'm not trying to promote any one place or another, but I've went to Zoom Care because they
Mhm.
have
Is it like
um
online?
they have physical buildings too.
Oh, okay.
I went to Zoom Care here, what near where I live,
Yeah.
and this is when I first started having hip problems this year.
Yeah.
I walked in and I was limping so bad I mean, like, I could barely walk without us taking a step. I'm like, okay, I can't do this. Okay, I can do this. And I was like more out of breath than anything. I got in there and I sat
Right.
down and I was sitting more to my left. And I'd been to that same care before. So they knew who I was. And luckily it was the same doctor who
Yeah.
had seen me before. And I looked, he was like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm having problems walking. And I stood up and I walked, and he was walking behind me and he's like, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. And I said, look, I'm not trying to find an easy solution. I want a permanent solution. I don't want a band aid solution with just painkillers and muscle relaxers. I'm not about that. I can see it, not in my case. I can
Well,
see
what
it for
was
if you have it.
the solution to like help you with?
Um, I ended up going to see a chiropractor, which did help.
Well, that's good.
I still have hip problems. They're not so pronounced
Yeah.
now.
Well, you got some relief from that.
Yes, I was able to get some real pain relief.
Yeah.
I can understand having pain medication for like what you have, which is MS. There's no solution for that.
No.
All you could do is manage that.
Well, yeah. And truthfully, like MS itself, and I hate to say this, and people like in the MS community might get mad at me, but MS itself, I don't think if we get really specific, right? Multiple sclerosis itself does not necessarily cause pain. It,
Right?
but it does cause other conditions that do cause pain. So it gets a little tricky. But
Yeah.
yeah, there are things that, yeah, I have a lot of pain. And sometimes my pain is exacerbated because my nerves are not. Sometimes it can go both ways. I can burn my hand for 5 minutes and not feel that it's been on fire, right? There's that sensation where it's nothingness. And then there's the over exacerbation where it's like, holy hell, it feels like it's like burnt off and it's just like a little tiny blister. So it can go both ways, but
Right.
that's a whole nother thing. When I get on MS, I can just,
Yeah, and I believe, honestly, I'm grateful you educated me, uh, been educating me about MS.
"Ooh,
You and your group, and I think that's a good resources thing is to educate people about.
that's my whole thing is educating people, not just about MS, about all kinds of things. I
Yeah,
don't just have MS.
yeah,
It's just what the majority of my friends also have, that I have.
yeah,
But, we're meeting people that have different things or other things that I also have that they have, which is also interesting. And I'm all just about educating people in general. There's not a need to,
be ignorant.
yeah, and there's not a need to hide anymore. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
was in a wheelchair for about 7 months, and it was very frustrating to me. And it was amazingly eye opening the way people treated someone in a wheelchair. And so like after that experience, I was like, I think if someone is a pushes you on a regular basis, in a wheelchair, I'm like, I think that they should have to ride in the wheelchair
yeah,
for a while and see the way just people are treated. And like the thing, um, like we'd be rolling down the thing and like we to get out of the way, I'd be like parked facing the wall, right? And I'm like,
yeah,
well, I don't really stand to face the wall, so why I'm not like furniture. That's what I kept saying. I'm not furniture.
yeah,
So it's just I like to educate people because you can still be your same self using any adaptive equipment, right? And
oh,
maybe I'll talk to my one friend and see if I can have her on. She does so many amazing things using all kinds of adaptive equipment, and she's wrote her own book. So yeah,
yeah,
I'm just about educating people about what's possible. Like that's the one thing is people that so many things are impossible, and they're not. They're really not.
yeah. And honestly, I agree with that. That's a good thing
Yeah, I think.
because before you, honestly, I didn't have a clue. All I knew is that it was a wood. I didn't know what it did to people and what
Well, honey,
or
that's how I was when they said, "This is what you have."
or what
It's not like I had any clue either. I had to learn.
or what are the conditions that could also be added onto that.
Yeah, the other things that come with it, right? And like you're learning a lot, not just from me, but from other people too in the
Yeah,
group, that have it or are living with different things every day.
yeah. And honestly, I'm grateful
Yeah,
because
me too.
it's been a quite an educational experience for me.
Good. Well, and then
And
you can educate other people, right? That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and
And that's one of the reasons that I do it is because it's like spreading education to one ear can spread more educate. It's like And there really does we need to start taking the stigma out of disability. We need to just let
Yeah,
people live life.
yeah, and I know I talked about this before. I have a coworker. I
Mhm.
can't remember where I talked about it.
Yeah, but he didn't get it for all that time.
Yeah, he didn't get Social Security. He could only physically work 4 hours anyways, and he was working 8 hours. He was busting his ass, and he's in a wheelchair 90% of the day when he's not at work.
Yeah,
And
it's
I have another coworker. She may not have on the outside a obvious disability, but it could be any kind of disability. It could be internal.
yeah, that's a
And
whole big thing. I don't look sick.
yeah, if I were to look at you, I wouldn't think, oh, Tiff has a disability.
Right, right. And
What,
so that's a big part of why I talk about invisible illness.
yeah, what angers me is those people, and we've talked about it before, that have no physical, have no good excuse not to have a job. I got a bad hip and I'm working.
Yes,
I'm not still collecting Social Security. I'm still hustling.
right. I know, right?
Yeah. Is it
Well,
a,
a minute.
and it's not obvious to look at me until I start walking.
Right.
And especially after 8 hours, 4 to 8 hours, you can really see the intensity of
Oh,
it.
sure, because now it's heavy. That's something I talk about is like an analogy of like a backpack, right? We start off our day with the backpack and we have like maybe we didn't sleep well, so like that's kind of a brick. Maybe we have a lot of on our mind, that's a brick in the backpack.
Yeah.
So some days we start off our day already with a little bit of a heavy backpack. And then as you do the things, right, as each thing adds a brick as the
Yes.
day goes. And it gets heavy. And sometimes, that hip is like, three bricks are coming in with that hip because it's extra painful. It's extra heavy. It is now taking the focus of everything.
Yeah. When I left work last night, I may have been moving fast, but it was killing me.
Well, yeah. And
I
sometimes you're moving fast so you can fucking stop moving.
I literally, once I got out, clocked out, and got out to where I could actually sit down long enough to refocus myself.
Mhm.
And this is no joke. I had to refocus myself. I finally sat down. I knew I couldn't make it to the bus stop because I knew once I sat down, it would be a bitch for me to get up.
Yeah.
It was already after 8 o'clock p.m. my time. I called a lift. I wasn't being lazy. I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
It felt like somebody took a sledgehammer to my right side and started chipping away at my muscles and my bones and my joints in that area.
Yeah.
And I cried. I was about to cry.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you knew it's good too that you had the option to call the lift, right? That you could stop
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna call a lift from here." Um, That's awesome. And maybe sometimes, especially on those long days, that might just be something to plan on doing. I
Yeah.
know it's not like the most that's not the best economic choice always,
No.
but it also saves you. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of times I'm like, we spend 20 bucks on bullshit, right? Like easily.
Yeah.
Me anyway. I know I can spend 20 bucks on nothing.
I could easily spend $100 on nothing. What's a
Right.
lift ride?
Right. So it's like if you right, what's the lift ride for you to be more comfortable, not being so especially like as it's getting colder and that pain, I don't like I know I'm a little bit different, but I don't care. I think we all like feel that pain in the muscles and the joints and shit when it's so cold like that. Hey, the seventh son. Ahoy.
Ahoy! How are you doing, young man?
How you doing, honey? I was thinking about you the other day.
Yeah, I seen him today in Tommy's channel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this thing about NF and I made me think of him.
He he's always so sweet. All of
I know.
Tommy's mods are always sweet.
I know. I know.
And
Yeah, I love
yeah. And when Alan wasn't there, I was like, where's Alan?
was I in Tommy's chat? Was it last night, maybe? I don't know. I fell asleep, you guys. I've just been so tired.
He's like, young.
Seven.
Hey, take the compliment.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The seventh son. I don't
Yes.
know how old you are, so you're young to me.
I
No
know,
matter
right?
how old. But
I
then
know.
again,
We call everybody young man.
you're still a beautiful person to me, no matter how old you are.
Yeah.
And actually, honestly, I would love to have Nick come on and share his music with us.
I know, me too, me too. I would love if he would be willing to give me a little tiny music clip. I would love to use that as my opening on
Same
my
here.
channel.
Same here.
I'm trying to work on my little branding. I don't know. My branding is just me. I'm like, what the fuck is I'm
Yeah.
supposed
I
to do?
have no opening. Literally, I took a pin. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, hi.
yeah, yeah. Yes, I'm just Tiff 45, right? That's it. That's my channel. That's me. That's just
Yeah.
what you get.
Yeah.
It's what you get.
Yeah. And I admit, I do love going to, if I'm having a down day and I go to the lifeboat, it it's so I'm so glad to go because people
Yeah,
in that community is in his comment section in our community, even Tommy himself, for some reason it feels better.
yeah. I like to wake up with the lifeboat, to be honest, because I'm always like so groggy when I wake up and stuff. And so it's kind of nice to like put it on, read what people are saying. Sometimes
Yeah,
I have the energy to be like, hey,
yeah.
but I
I
do go on
know.
his channel and stuff. I support him a lot. I mean, I
Yeah,
like.
I know. On Thanksgiving when we were doing that live, I did go on my phone and go, okay, I'm going to listen to Nick, not Nick. Oh God, damn!
Oh,
I went
Tommy.
to Tommy's channel and
Yeah.
I, I'm my only addiction is cigarettes.
Oh, yeah. But there's so much to be gained, I think, from that community, whether you yourself are an addict, whether you grew up with addicts, whether you know what I mean? I think there's just a lot to be had, and, I have so
And
much support, for people fighting and trying to get sober and staying sober. I mean, it is not an easy task every day.
yeah,
So I have
and
a lot of, and even trying, like, never stop trying, and so you keep trying.
I may not have the drug addictions or things like that. I do, however, want to go there and show my support and say, "Hey, I'm I'm here for you. I'm here to be your friend. I do not judge. I'm here to show love. Let me help be part of your support system. Let me be there for you." That's
I think you are, Joni. I think you are here for a lot of people, and they keep coming back, and I like it. And we
yeah,
have some really good conversations,
yeah,
know? I love
yeah. I mean, I may not like talking about my body all the time, but I do mention Shark Week and Cootie.
Well, if you want to, go ahead.
No, I'm not on Shark Week. My Cootie is being a bitch at right now because I just started. I say I got a week before Shark Week comes.
Mm, it's the week before.
Yeah, sorry guys if I just made all the males in the audience. I'm sorry if I just made you uncomfortable. Yeah, those are certain things I will talk about when it comes to my body. But other than that,
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I'm going to say this, the seventh son. I want to be part of your support system. If I want you to know you can reach out to me if you can't get a hold of Tommy. Okay? I may not understand what you're going through, but I want you to know I'm somebody you could turn to. If you just need somebody to sit down with you, shoot me an email. In fact, I'm going to put my email in the boundary so that way. I am not trying to. Surprising how fast I can actually type.
I know, isn't it surprising?
Part of my job is actually learning how to type. So, Tom, the seventh son, both of those are my emails. You can email me at any time. Even if you, in the middle of the night, I will personally email you my phone number back. Okay? And the same with you, Nick. I want you to both know, anyone that comes here to know if you need somebody to talk to, you could get a hold of me. That way, I'll email you my number back and we could sit and talk. Okay.
Okay. Well, Johnny, I think I'm ready to get
So am I. And I love all of you. Here's my virtual hug from me to you guys. I love you all.
bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Hearts and hugs to all of you.